We're back with the outgoing chair of the Massachusetts GOP, Kirsten Hughes, and the OTR Pop Quiz. Okay. I think you're one for two so far.
One for two.
Okay, number 3. In the now famous Oval Office showdown this week between Democratic leaders and President Trump, how many times did Senator Chuck Schumer of New York say that President Trump has called for the government to be shut down? Here are your choices.
Okay.
10, 20, or 30?
10.
Well, I'm actually going to let Chuck Schumer tell you what the right answer is. Take a listen.
20 times.
Very quickly. And
20 times.
I don't want to do what you did.
20 times
Chuck.
you have called for, I will shut down the government if I don't get my wool.
The answer was 20 times. Okay, your last OTR Pep quiz. A third retail marijuana shop is opening in Massachusetts. What North Shore city is the host of this third one that's opening this weekend?
We're going to name the North Shore cities I know since I'm from the South Shore. We never get up that way. So, is it Lynn?
Well, Salem.
Salem.
Not far from
well,
there.
there's a lot of witches up there, so there's a lot going on. They got a lot of juice up there.
Good news. OTR Pop Quiz is over.
Oh, thank God. My mother will be so disappointed.
I know. She tried to dissuade you from coming on because
when I first said yes to the show years ago, she said, "Why would you want to show with a pop quiz?
Because you have courage."
That's right, exactly. She said, "Why would you do this to your mother?" Now I'm going to be all upset about it.
Now back to politics, though.
Yes.
So Elizabeth Warren is lining up a run for president. Your candidate, Jeff Deal, didn't do so well against her. In your opinion, what is the secret to beating Elizabeth Warren?
I think exposing really her agenda, her socialist agenda, bringing back these policies. Look, voters in Massachusetts clearly rejected plans of Jay Gonzalez to increase taxes at a record amount. This is exactly what Elizabeth Warren's same tact is, talking about that at a federal level, talking about issues that people that are not popular. But she seems to have this sort of broken record about leveling the playing field for the middle class. I think it's the middle class that clearly don't want to see Elizabeth Warren as president. As we've seen, polls have indicated that Massachusetts voters don't want her to run for president. I think that the key to beating Elizabeth Warren is exposing her record, exposing her ability to just get out there and market herself rather than market or work for the folks here in Massachusetts.
Okay, before you leave, we have to focus back to Beacon Hill.
Okay.
I want to hear your list of people that you would like to see run for governor if Charlie Baker decides not to run for a third term.
Oh, wow. Well, it's hard to see. I mean, certainly number one, top of the list is Karen Polito.
Right. Who is the lieutenant governor?
Yes, Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito. Somebody who I admire greatly, not only as a leader on Beacon Hill and as a friend and somebody who I've gone to for advice professionally and personally, but as a woman who truly understands what it's like to balance work and family, not something that's easy, as you both know. So I think I'd love to see Karen really take up the mantle.
Is it a list of one for you?
You know, I think there's a lot of great reps. I think we have a great state senator in Pat O'Connor. He's down in my way on the South Shore. I think Pat's a great leader down there. They love him. He's got a lot of great ideas. He's worked collaboratively with Democrats and Republicans in that Charlie Baker vein. And so I think the governor has given a lot of state reps, a lot of folks who are a lot of business leaders, a great example to follow.
Well, congratulations on your decision, but I have a feeling this is not the last. In fact, I have to ask you, would you consider running for office outside of the city of Quincy someday?
I don't know. I have to talk to the kids, see what they say.
I'll let you off the hook on that one. Thanks for being here. Merry Christmas.
Thanks. Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year, and we'll be right back.
Thanks.